Hey everybody, today is Friday, December, what is today, the 4th?
Yeah.
And we are going to be, Kamakana and I are going to attempt to make mozzarella cheese, right?
Right.
Okay, so we need to get a pot with a lid. This is the best pot we have, so we got a pot. I did do some research. I watched a ton of videos, and you can have ultra pasteurized milk. And so we went to Costco, right?
Right.
And they said that Costco, the Kirkland milk, seems to work okay for cheese. So we're gonna attempt it. Or the other one, like they said, was Trader Joe's. Any kind of Trader Joe's organic milk, it works. And then they had all the little different brands, but I figured I'd just go to Costco, and because you get two for like $5. So we're just gonna try it. So we're going to try making it with regular milk. It just has to be not highly pasteurized. And then we had to go, the thing we had missing was we need to get citric acid. Show it. So we ordered it. Citric acid is just like if you had lemon or limes, vinegar to curdle the cheese. But you can buy this for a few bucks. So I bought it at Amazon. The thing when I made the queso cheese, we used lemon and we didn't have lime. We had to put a little bit of vinegar, and our cheese had too much of a lemony flavor, where this is the same thing, but it doesn't leave that flavoring in there. And the other thing we had to buy was the rennet, and rennet is like, you gotta Google that, find out what rennet is. They got vegetable and they got animal rennet. This has to stay in the refrigerator. I've never ever used this. I bought the animal rennet, but the vegetable one, I was gonna buy the vegetable because I prefer to use, vegetable stuff instead. But when I watched so many and read so many reviews that the animal one seemed to produce less fail for me, so we did that. Got to have a thermometer because we got to measure the temperature. And then I had this cheesecloth that I bought. I think I got it at the Dollar Tree. And I used this with my queso. But do you see how it is? And I'll show the one we got from. See how the holes are in this? I mean, this worked. But this was a couple bucks. And you got this one from, I got this on Amazon when I ordered the rennet and the stuff. It pretty much cost me $20 to order this side ingredients. I don't know if I should have just bought the cheese. Then I got to do this. And supposedly, your cheese only going to last you like 3 to 4 days. So if you're going to make it, you better be making it for a reason. So what Kamakana and I are going to do is we're going to pour this gallon of milk into this pot. And we're going to put it on the stove until once we put the milk in, it says to mix the, what do we have to put? 1.5 teaspoons of this rennet into this, into 1 cup of water. And we're going to put how much of this rennet? We had to put a 1/2 teaspoon of rennet in a 1/4 cup of water. So we're going to mix this citric acid into this so it dissolves into the 1 cup of water. Put the 1 gallon of cold milk in here, and then put the citric acid in and stir it while it's cold first. Then we put it on the stove and we cook it until it hits 90 degrees. Once it hits 90 degrees, then we'll come back and we're going to show you what it looks like.
We're back, everybody, and wow, it actually worked.
Do you see this? It's separated. And 90 degrees is pretty cool. So now he has to cut the squares. So put the lid on side. And now we got to cut it down, the lines. No, okay, yeah. But go, yeah. What are you doing? Here, come here. We got to do this. We're going to start from here, and then go here, then here. There we go. And then we're going to go make squares this way, squares that way. Go again. Finish it. Down, good. Okay, that's good. Oh, don't do any more. Okay. And he has to remember that when you're making cheese, it's pretty critical. Now we're going to add this back on the stove and heat it to 105 degrees. Or you can you're supposed to stir it. So let me get the spoon. Okay, see? We cut them into the squares, and look, I got my curds. Can you see? It looks like tofu. Right here, look.
Yeah.
How cool is that, right? It looks like tofu. All right, we're going to put it back on the stove. We'll be back. All right, we're back. We let it sit. We did the 105 degrees. Now we let it sit for 5 minutes. So what we got to do is now scoop out. We're watching a guy on YouTube, right? So now you're going to scoop out the curd like this. Look. Scoop it out, and we're going to put it in the bowl. So scoop out this and put it in there. And then after we get all that, just dump it out. After we do all that, then we're going to put some of that whey into a pot, and we're going to cook it to 180 degrees with some salt so we can put our cheese on it. We'll be back. Okay, now we're straining all the curds right here. We end up putting it in a cheesecloth, and now we're taking out the liquid, and we're warming up some whey with some salt, and we're going to put it in there for a few minutes. Okay, we followed this YouTube, and I know it's because of our milk, and we tried to get the best milk they said that we could find, and this is COVID, so, and we're in Las Vegas, but our cheese, a whole gallon of milk, only made this much.
Wow, that's disappointing.
That was very disappointing. And we couldn't get it to stretch. It's kind of like a cottage cheese. But it tastes good, right?
It tastes good.
It tastes really good. So we're going to just call this, until we can find the right milk that has, that will give us more curd. This is all we got from a whole gallon of milk. We're supposed to be able to stretch this and make little mozzarella balls, but all we got was this much. Kamakana, look.
Wow.
So it tastes like mozzarella cheese, and we couldn't stretch it. So we're just going to put it on the side and see if we can maybe handle it later. But my advice, are we going to make this again? I don't think so. Maybe not. Unless we get the good milk. So we'll try a different kind of cheese.
Yeah, we will if the milk is worth it.
Yeah, because when you buy those other kind of milk, they're kind of expensive, right? So then it's not worth it. I can just go buy it. I mean, I like homemade stuff, but maybe cheese is. Now you can make queso. That's easy, and or it turns into like a Parmesan. We dug that. Remember though, you make homemade, it only lasts like 3 days because there's no preservatives, which is a good thing. But for 1 gallon of milk and all I got is this little bit, this won't even cover my pizza. So anyway, guys, we tried. It's our Friday home ec, trying something new. We think we're going to pass on this one unless somebody gives us some fresh cow's milk or goat's milk. Right?
Right.
Right.
Goodbye.